Hello, hello, hello. It looks like we are live. So I will hop straight in and I will also set my timer. Otherwise, I will talk to you or at you for more than 10 minutes and nobody wants that, do we? So as I set my timer, I wanted to jump straight into today's topic, which as anyone who's followed my work for any amount of time will know, Tuesdays is a day that I reserve for two specific topics. One is actually travel. Obviously pre-pandemic there was a lot more of that going on, but things are literally going back to how they were. And the other thing is I talk about tips. Now, why is that? One of the things that I come across a lot in my work as a visibility specialist is that I see either business owners not knowing what kind of content to create, what kind of content to put out there, what kind of things to share with their audience. And given time, obviously in more than 10 minutes, it would take me to describe to you the kind of content you can put out there. So the first thing I want to say is, if you are a business owner or you're straddling between both, you know, a business owner and with a job as a side hustle, as they call it, tonight, so hopefully you're watching this live, tonight I'm actually going to be an expert in someone else's business group, and I'm going to be talking about visibility. And one of the things I'll talk about is ways to really help you to create that very easy for you content. This is not me telling you that you must do this or you must post here or you must be on this platform, but ways that you can literally walk around and do life and create content. So if you want to know more about that, it's being hosted by the lovely Dawn Jarvis, known as a diverse nurse. So do have a look around the socials. If you're in the Vibes tribe, Dawn has actually posted something in there for you to see. And if you are most places on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, of course, then you'll also see that. But it is happening tonight. Do register, otherwise you won't be able to get access to the masterclass, which is going to be 60 minutes this evening, UK time, 7 p.m. Anyhow, so that's one way already, one tip and one way to be visible. Now, I'm actually going to share another tip behind that tip, because this is interesting to me. And I'm speaking at the moment specifically to business owners. If you are a business and you don't attend trainings, maybe you feel like, I've been doing it for a long time, I know it all, I know it already, you're actually missing a really great big kind of naturally networking opportunity to put yourself out there. I get that your team might have you covered. I get that you've been doing this for a while, or maybe getting started, or maybe trusted the words of a specific coach or mentor or online program or group. But when you actually absorb into groups with what I do, and I've been doing this for 12 years, I like to kind of like crack open the beginner's mind. So even if somebody is given or delivering sales training or brand messaging or something like that, you will still find me in those rooms. I'm not being predatory, I'm not looking for new clients, but what I am doing is networking and finding out where people are. Think about this. When you're in a group of people, whether it's another group of 3 or a group of 3,000, there are other people that might have similar issues to you, might be further down the line than you, might be a little bit behind where you are, and it presents a really great opportunity for you to do a couple of things. And all of this that I'm talking about now in this 10 minutes is kind of extra to what I was going to say. It gives you the opportunity, if you are already further along the path than them, it gives you an opportunity to at least share your expertise, which, even if it's not your expertise as usual, your business as usual, let's say that your job is to sell plugs for for certain phones, you can say, even though my role or my business is about helping you to find the right plug for your smartphone, one of the things that you've just asked about, I encountered, and this is what I did to move through it, go past it, or whatever. So your contribution is valuable for people who are behind you. your contribution and your ears are valuable for people that are your peers and are in the same place that you are at. And for those of you that are looking to expand, grow, leverage, scale, or do something new for your business that you haven't done before, the people who have already trodden that path will be able to give you the sorts of insights that sometimes just can't be taught. It's all well and good having the step by step, but attending things like that virtually or live, because I realise that we've all got plates to spin, is one of the best ways that you can do it. And I have to say, over the years, I have met some of the most smart and savvy, fascinating people, and not just made connections for myself, but connections for others. So quite often when somebody asks me a question about something and it's not my area of expertise, I've got a pretty broad network that I can tap into. So that's just one thing that you can do if you're looking at how to kind of catapult and bolster that. But here's what I wanted to talk about today in terms of a tip, because this is something that sometimes we can get caught up in, especially if we've been out there and being visible for a while. And for those of you who are watching this and saying, but I'm not a business owner, I'm thinking of starting a business, but I haven't started one, where I need visibility is at work, then this Friday, your luck is in, because not only am I and a couple of my really great guests going to be talking about how to optimize your opportunities in your career, your current career, so you don't have to start trying to fill out CVs and looking for roles and things, but we're actually going to cover a broad topic of different subjects and topics, things like how to leverage LinkedIn as an employee, and in terms of leveraging and enhancing your career. We're also going to be talking about burnout, from how to avoid it, how to look out for it, ways to take care of that. We're going to be talking about those of you that might be pivoting and looking at doing both, or going from employee to entrepreneur. We're going to be talking about self-care, which, to be honest with you, is good whether you're a business owner or an employed professional. We're going to be talking about leveraging your connections. I'm going to be talking about making an impact. And if you can't see everything all day, then the replays are going to be available throughout the weekend. Approximately 72 hours, so they'll disappear late on Monday. So you'll be able to watch back. Now, I know that you're all fatigued with putting your email address in, signing up and getting a gazillion emails. So this is all being hosted on YouTube, all of it. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel on YouTube. When you go over there and subscribe, when the sessions start, you'll get a notification. If you're in a meeting and can't make it, that's okay, but because you've subscribed, you'll be able to go and see that the session happened and go and watch a replay without being bombarded by emails. Hopefully helpful. I love that Ian's popped up on here and talked about what I was just sharing. There's always more to learn. There absolutely is. So here are a couple of gems that I really want to leave you with, because this is a great way to start to expand, extend, grow, become more visible. And it's not the most obvious way. So people will get really torn into which social media platform should I be on? What should I be reading? What should I be posting about? All of that. As I say, we're going to go quite deep into that this evening on Dawn's masterclass. I'm just opening up something here because I want to make sure that I've covered exactly what I wanted to cover. So just forgive me for ducking as I look. If you're already out there and you are wondering, well, how can I get out there even more? How can I be more visible? How can I do it in a way that's different? Not Jenny says, show up at networking, so I'm going to do that. Now what do I do? So you want to do it as you. You want to do it authentically. You want to do it with integrity, because it's a really high value of mine. And you want to do it naturally. There are a couple of things to consider. So the first thing is, and this is kind of overarching for all of these three things, clarity. Have clarity. How do you have clarity? You continuously hone down your messaging. How do you hone down your messaging? You continuously are very clear about who specifically you're speaking to. in this stream alone, I spoke to business owners and I spoke to employed professionals who are looking to enhance their career. Now, when you start doing this, it's easy just to speak to one type of audience, but it doesn't mean that you're restricted to one type of audience. So having that clarity as to who you're speaking to, you'll find that your work, rather than trying to throw it at everybody, will start to resonate, will start to really land with people, and they'll know more about you, more about what you do and why you do it. So that's the first thing. The second business clarity, especially with so many ways to do business and with hybrid models of online and offline, are to make sure that whatever you are doing in your business and whatever you're aspiring to do or wanting to do more of, that you identify the different models that are beneficial to your business. You know, are you a bricks and mortar business? Are you a service-based business? Are you a bit of both? Are you more of a gimmicky type business? Are you selling a service that people can't see? Are you selling something that can be seen? So depending on the type of business you've got, once you've got clarity on that, it makes it so much easier to be visible. You know, where to hang out, where to, you know, who to speak to, where to go, online, offline, both. You then know whether the writing or the speaking is the best approach, whether, you know, a specific demographic is better, what kind of characteristics your clients really grab hold of. So it's worth taking a moment to deep dive. And tonight we'll actually be going into that and the mindset of that as well, just because we've got a bit more time. And we'll also be looking at that for the employed professionals on Friday. And then finally, people often say, what do you want to be known for? Which is a great question to ask. And in some ways, the part of you that wants to be involved in your own visibility in a way that feels authentic and real is knowing about, like, what do you stand for? How do you want to display your credibility? There's nothing worse than being passionate about a topic or a number of topics, sharing them with the world, yet people keep kind of pointing people to you or referring to you as the wrong thing. It can be hugely frustrating for the business owner themselves, and it can mean that they get misguided into thinking, well, if everyone's asking me for this, this is what I'll do. But when your heart and passion and soul isn't in it, it can feel really depleting, very frustrating and very draining. So I'm going to stop there because I've now gone to nearly 13 minutes and I was trying to aim at 10 minutes. But I will be back tomorrow to share some nuggets of wisdom and things you can do to, again, put yourself out there, raise your professional profile. And I'll be back around the same time on Thursday, 10 past 11, 11. I kind of like that time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for Ian who commented, and remember to, you know, if you're watching this in time, to sign up to see my masterclass with Dawn, who is known as the diverse nurse. Can't get the words out, and she will be hosting me this evening on the Diverse Business Network. Hope to see you there, and if you do, come and say hi. We'll be face to face, able to chat. Can't wait to see the kinds of things that you share and see how I can help you as we go through this new phase for a very high impact visibility. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.